If you've watched any videos on my channel before, you'll probably know that if you see this, something's up. If you see this, you know it's probably going to get messy. And if you see these, it's going to get really messy. Get ready for a wild ride. I've got no idea how this is going to go or where it's going to go, but it's going to be an interesting journey. Hi, hello, g'day, kia ora, welcome to the studio. I'm Paula from MoxyMojo. Prompt number 10, Altered Pocket and Texture Fragments. Let's start there. My apron is on and so are my gloves. We're starting off with some matte photo paper. So this one here is lightweight and it is single-sided. This one is double-sided. Now we're starting off with the glass mat. We have a bottle of water, and over to the side here I've got a selection of oxides as well as 3 distressing. So I've got Rusty Hinge, Walnut Stain and Crushed Olive, and they are the distress inks. And then in the distress oxides I have Walnut Stain, Vintage Photo, Ground Espresso, Fossilized Amber, Wild Honey and Spiced Marmalade, and then Seedless Preserves, Peeled Paint and Twisted Citron. Now I don't know if I'm going to use them all because that sounds like an awful lot of ink. Who knows where we're going to go. I do have kind of something in mind, hence the colour choices. All we can do is start playing and see what happens. So I've got my single-sided and my double-sided papers that are all now beautifully coloured. I've got a couple of patterns that I need to draw onto them. So the single-sided one, I can draw that on the back. So I just need to turn my pattern over so that it's got the opposite side up. And then this one, I just need to decide which side I want up. So I'll do that one second. So now, where do I want? I think I'll use like mainly this side and then come across. So we will go about there. Now I need some washi tape, thin washi tape. I'm probably going to stick this in multiple places, and then I think I'm just going to cut around the pattern. Okay, so everything is cut out now. I did end up cutting this one off intentionally, just because it was like very thinly attached there and it didn't make any difference to the design. So I've got that bit there. And then we did have a minor casualty with this one, in that I actually cut off the end of one of the tentacles. And it was the first one I was cutting, so trap for young players. But I love them. I think they look absolutely cool. This one is going to be stuck down, so that is no big deal at all. And I've just got this on here to remind me, not so much this one, but more this one, which way up it needs to go. Now, one thing I did find is that you don't want to put washi tape onto this photo paper to hold things on like this, because it actually peeled up quite a few of the areas. Not only did it peel up the inks off there, in some places it also actually peeled the paper up. So do just bear that in mind if you are trying anything even remotely as crazy as this. So these are cut out. I'm just going to put them aside for now, but I do need to just keep my patterns with them for the time being. I've got them over to one side. Okay, I've got some black scrap cardstock. I am just going to trim this. And that is going to be the width of our strips. So we need, let me see, we need 3.5. I'm using a white pencil so that I can see my lines. So now this should be 13 centimeters. So we want, this is too short. No, well, not now, it's not. Okay, so we're going to do 0.5 centimeter there. Then need 1 centimeter and 1 centimeter up from there. 1 centimeter and 1 centimeter up from there. Okay, so what we need is our scoreboard. This seems a ridiculously large scoreboard for something this small. Okay, so we are on 5, so I am going to score along here. Okay, so we've scored around here on both of these pieces. There we go, so that's all trimmed. So now what we're going to do, and again this seems like overkill, but maybe we need a smaller one, is we're going to fold in on all of these score lines. Awesome. So we have those two there. So are they the same length? First big test. Yes. Right. So now I need to work out what I'm doing with these. One needs to fold down. Right, so now what we're going to do is, or what I'm going to do is glue these bits in. We now need our journal. We've got our journal and we've got our page that we're working on. So we've got actually 3 pages, would you believe? This is our page. We're going to put this on here. I want it there. So I'm going to do a little line, whoops, when I can get a lead, a little line there, Oops, no, I didn't say you could move. And I'm right on the sellotape there, of course. But yep, I can see a mark there. So now, let me just check, are they kind of, yeah, I think they're kind of in line. Let's just measure, shall we? That's a novel idea, Paula. 1 inch. 1 inch. Yep, near enough. Okay. Now, I don't know that I really thought this idea through that well. Because what I need to do now is cut a hole in this page. We have a blade. We have a cutting board. We're going to try to sandwich that in between the pages of our journal. Like I said, I didn't say this was a good idea. And then we need a metal ruler. And we're going to cut directly through our page. So we're going to go from here all the way across. And that's going up horribly. Right, so we're going to have to straighten this somehow. To there. Okay. We've cut a line. We've cut it badly, but we've cut a line. We have cut a hole in the journal. And now we're knocking everything over. We have cut a pocket hole. And this, and yeah, I think I need to do this one again, because what we want this to do is to slot inside the hole that we made for our pocket. Did we cut it big enough? Yes, we did. And this is going to become like the welt of a pocket on a man's suit. You know, the breast pocket where they put like their handkerchief. So that is going to sit there. And the second one should tuck inside. So I shouldn't have glued it down. I should have tucked it inside as well, because when we flip over, I think what we will do is just cut like a wider strip. So we've actually got a wider hole there, because I would like a slight opening there. So we now have about a 1mm hole through there. So that one will protect the top. And yep, so we're going to do that one again to protect the bottom. See, we live and we learn, we make mistakes, we fix them. So we've got our top one. We better just check that this is the, so yep, oh, look at this, measures the same. Top one, so that's going to slide in. Now this one is, we need to fold it but not glue it. That's where we went wrong. Right. So we bring our page back. Here we go. Oh look, there's a hole. Someone put it right in this page. I think we'll use that page. So we need to put this one in first. Alright, and then we're going to put that one in second, and then line them up. Yes. So right, we'll glue this one in. Now that I've just put the pin back in there. Alright, so I'm going to leave it in there. And I'm going to hug my journal while I glue here. And I want to make sure that the edges are stuck down very well. So now we're bringing this over there. And yeah, we might need to press it for a wee minute. For a short minute. Just clear that top. We've got a wee bit of glue on it. Cool. And then we've got this poking down there. I still haven't made up my mind what I'm doing with that, but for now we are going to slot this inside and we're going to go glue it in place. But this one we might glue, whoops, got a bad case of dropsies with this glue. I don't know what it is. Right, this one we're gluing all along the back here. And we will put the pin in. Right, so now we are going to be incredibly awkward about this and somehow slide that into the hole. Yep. Now I want to make sure that it lines up. Right. Because this is all that you're going to see from this side. Now, we need to make sure, we might need to bring back our bulldog clips to clip that on, especially that side there. And is that going to stay there? No, I hope so. So now we get to all the fun and games. What we should have done before we put the second one in is we should have glued down the first one. Oh well, we know now. So what we're going to do is slide some glue in under here. To hold this down. And I'm just going to make sure I can clean out any excess glue, because I only want that bottom one down. What we're going to do is this one here needs to come on first. Because of the placement, this is now off the page. We are going to have to fix that up. If I trim that one off, that will come across to there. Okay, so now what I want to do is, how I'm going to stick this down is I'm going to stick down just on the outsides of pretty much this part here, and then like the whole of the legs, tentacles, for the rest of the way, because I want this to be a functional pocket. If I just glue the body part, the bulk part of it, then I can stick it in. Yep, we're going to go just a little bit here, then a little bit there. Is really all that I need. And then we want to glue that there, and that goes to there. So I just need to get it attached so that it will stay somehow. I can put this leg in, so this I can decide how that's going to go in, but I need to bear in mind that I've trimmed it there. I'm going to start by sticking on this page here. I'm going to start gluing this leg, or these legs. Tentacles. Stop calling them legs, Paula, they're tentacles. I bet Louisa never envisaged that her technique would be used like this. Right, now, here we go, your cut off leg, which we are about to reattach. Five legs attached. I've got 3 more legs to attach. And these are going to go over the top, but I want to do some doodling on here first, and I think I'd rather do that now at this stage before I put these legs on. So I might do some doodling and then put the legs on, and then come back to you. But first, we just need to check. Can we close that page? I hope so. Yes, yes, we can. Just. Yep, it'll like get there. But can we? We can put something in the pocket. Yes. The pocket works. That's the main thing. Right. Okay, so I've finished all the doodling, including the top layer, which is yet to be stuck on. And doesn't that just look amazing? That looks exactly how I was seeing it, or imagining it, or hoping it would look. The colour on that photo paper is just fantastic. Now, to do all my doodling, I use the Tombow Mono Twin. It's a, whoops, there we go. It's an oil-based pen, and I got that oil-based marker. I think I got it from Daiso. So there's the number, OS-TME 33, and I found that wrote over there fine. You do see that when it's going over the oxidized parts. It goes a little bit lighter, but to be honest, every black pen I tried, the same thing happened. So I just went for whatever looked good, and then it was kind of a speed doodling, and yeah, I'm really pleased with how it turned out. It looks awesome. So now we need to add our legs here, and these are the final 3 legs. So because we've got 5 here, and then I've got 3 here. I'm not 100% sure how I'm going to add them. I actually thought it would be quite cool to have one sticking up like this out the top of the journal. And then we've got this other one that can just slide in here. But the main thing is I want to cover just this little wee bit here, which I can easily do. I want these hanging loose. That's why they were coloured on both sides. Maybe I should have doodled on both sides, but I don't think you're going to be looking. And suckers are they're only on one side anyway, but yeah, maybe in hindsight I should have lined them, but that's okay. So now I'm going to fold them manually because I want it to fold before there. And I'm going to go there. And this one is going to go there. Okay. And then I'll spring back. Alright. Awesome. That is cool. Now there's only one thing left to do. And now you might want to put on sunglasses for this, because it is a tad bit bright. Here it is. It probably looks brighter, I think, in real life than it does on the screen, so you're lucky about that. This is just tissue paper, fluorescent tissue paper. What I want is, and I probably don't need all of it, so let's go and I'm going to cut it, yeah, I'm going to cut like a quarter off, I think. So now I need to fold this up. Now I'm not sure exactly how to fold it. So here it is. The pocket square in this pocket, someone dropped some food on it. And the food that was dropped was something that had some toxic ingredients in it. And so our pocket square has mutated and turned ravenous and is now starting to climb out of the pocket square, out of the pocket. What you don't see is inside the pocket has altered itself so much that it's become all these tentacles. So this is inside the suit, and I know it is so totally warped and out there, but this is just what I saw and what I wanted to do. And I love that we've got really bright, and I know this is sticking up and I know it's going to get tattered, but I think that's going to add to it as it grows on. I love that it's got like these little legs, and this looks kind of like a mouth as it climbs out of this pocket. But the colours in this, I just adore. I love the way that the oxide is worked for this. It's just amazing. And I don't mind having a little wee paper clip here to hold that up and in place. I think it looks cool. And I love the way that they're like kind of bouncy and dimensional. It's just awesome. This is just like one of my favourite pages because it's a pocket. Technically it is a pocket. I could put things in it. But it's just like the whole madness of it all just makes me smile. So I need to go and wrestle this back into the journal so I can close it up. So I will see you back in the studio. Bye for now.